Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to easily make these cactus lollipops, so stay tuned and I'll show you how. Here are the things that I'm going to use: piping bags, 2 different colored green candy melts, a cactus candy mold, 6-inch lollipop sticks, flower icing decorations, and the easy thin I'm going to use to thin out my candies. I have a separate video on that. I'm going to link it down below. Check it out. It is perfect for projects like these. I'm not going to show you how to use it in this video, but again, I will link it down below. Check it out. It is very helpful for projects like these. Alright guys, let's get started. Alright guys, so the first thing I did is melted down my candy melts. I used my easy thins, and again I will link that video down below to show you how to thin out the candy melt. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my candy melts in my piping bags, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill in my cavities. So on these here, they have like little cactuses at the bottom. Now you can fill up the entire cavity with one color if you like, if you don't want to buy 2 different colors, or it's just to make it a lot easier. I'm going to do the bottom ones in a different shade, just so you can see how it looks in case you want to go in that route. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my lighter green. And what I want to do is I want to do some in the darker green and some in the lighter green. That way maybe you can see if you like a specific shade better than the other. So I'm going to do the bottom ones in this shade for this one. And you can do is just pour that in. Just where that section is. And as you see, I didn't fill it up like all the way to the top, because all you want to do is just kind of color that in. Because the other green, oops, I wiped that off. The other green is going to go on top of that, so this doesn't need to be all filled up. I'm going to lift it really quick just so you can see that before it falls over. You see how it just colors that one? So I'm just going to take that off in just a little bit. Make sure that the whole section looks about right. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with that one, and then I'm going to do these with the darker green. Okay, same thing with this other one. I went ahead and cleaned that little bit of candy melt that fell in the middle. So again, you're going to go ahead and fill this part out. Okay, I think that's about good. And lift it up. Okay, looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. I'll show it to you once it dries. I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the refrigerator for a good 5 minutes. It's not a lot, so it won't take that long. Alright guys, so took these out of the fridge. As you can see, only the little parts are shaded in. So really quickly, you gotta work really quickly with this before this starts to come to room temperature, because then the warmth of this candy melt can start melting that candy melt, and then it's going to kind of smear the other candy melt, so you want to make sure that you work pretty quickly. I'm going to pause right there, bring my stick. And as you see, this 6-inch I like because it goes all the way to the top. That gives it some stability. So you can use a shorter one like a 4-inch, but then you'll have a shorter stick you'll have a shorter stick, and also if you push it down towards down here so you can have a longer stick, you'll have a shorter insert in there, and it may like break off. So I like to make sure that there's enough stick there to give it some stability and support. So I'm going to do that to this one again, and then you'll do the same thing for the darker green. You see how this is coming out nice and smooth and, you know, a bit runny? That's what the Easy Thins, those crystals, do. You know, a lot of people question, how does it get, you know, so smooth and runny like that? Those Paramount crystals are really good for that. And so again, I will link that video down below. That way you can also get your candy melt to come out nice and smooth like that. I'm gonna go stick this in the fridge. Alright guys, so these are straight out of the fridge. So really quickly just flip them over. Just give them a little bit of a push to help them out. They should come out rather easily. Or maybe not. You can go ahead and just take them out by popping them up from the stick. Either way. Being stubborn with me today. So now, really quickly, I'm going to just take my knife and then just trim the little halos around there. I like to keep my projects neat. You don't have to do this step. Okay, so just trim that off. I'm going to use the lighter green since I have the lighter green cactus. And you can use one flower or two. If you use one, you can put it at the top here. If you use two, you can put one at each hand. So I'm going to get a yellow one and an orange one. You can put a little bit of candy melt on the back. And then just stick it to the hand right here. You can hold it for a few seconds till it grabs. Grab the other one. It's my little tweezers to help me. Put the other one here. Since my candy melt is running because of how I used it for that, it's going to take a little bit longer to hold. If it's a lot thicker, it should take seconds for it to dry and it'll hold really easily. So that's what it's going to look like for that. I'm going to use this other one to do that one in the middle since I'm already using this green, lighter green. And then you can use the darker green for the darker green lollipop. And then just put it at the top. You can choose to put it in different positions. You can put it at the very top facing up or towards the front like I did because I want to see the flower, but you can also do it facing up where the petals are facing up. So I'm going to do that to the rest of them. I'm going to go ahead and put them all together because that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so there you go, Cactus Lollipops. Hope you like how they turned out. I do highly recommend using the two colors for these because you can tell that they have the little cactuses at the bottom. That way it's not all one solid color. I do recommend using the two. They look a lot nicer that way. I will link down below another video that I have already posted with some succulents. They're little mini brownie bites, so I'll leave that in the description box below as well as the other video on how to thin the candy melt. I do recommend doing that for these particular projects where you have to put the candy melt, especially in little cavities like these. It's very highly recommended, so it's not so thick, and it's easier to pipe as well. Alright guys, I believe that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. Give the video a great big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will talk to you soon. Stay tuned for more cactus videos, guys, and have a good one.